Hi everybody, this is Kathy. I'm back. And we have a video of Eric who has surfaced today. Well, actually it was yesterday. He said October 3rd. So yeah, it was Friday, October 3rd. Eric surfaced kind of coincidentally the same day BJ surfaced. But he's talking about like not liking the videos people are putting out and stuff. Anyway, we're going to see what he has to say. And we'll go from there. And by the way, it's kind of bizarre, actually. All right, let's put some closed caption on, and we will begin. Go ahead.
3rd, 2025.
October
it's been a
3rd.
while since I made a video.
Yeah. Where you been, Eric?
I'll just tell you, there has been so much going on with this drama. I haven't wanted to be attached to it. And I
Just
don't know
the money.
what's going on unless somebody brings it to me.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on right now is a travesty. But
yeah, for the Whitakers.
I want to do a little bit of talking because there are so many rumors and this thing is so out of control that I'm going to make a little video right now. Obviously, there's only so much I can say. There's an investigation going on, but I want you to know this.
Hot on his tail.
I was the one begging for there to be an investigation.
This part is hilarious. I was the one begging for an investigation. I mean, you know how ridiculous this is? Okay, so how many people out there raise your hand when you are taking in lots of money or even not no money? How many people call the West Virginia State Police up and say, hey, please, 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 please investigate me. Please. How many people call the police and beg for an investigation? Especially when, you got a lot of like loose ends on your, finances and stuff.
Yes. I was the one begging for there to be an investigation.
That's hilarious.
I have been a cooperating witness from day one.
I mean, has anybody in the world ever begged the police for an investigation unless you're the one being ripped off? You know what I mean? Just nonsense. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying about the money?
An investigation. I have been a cooperating witness from day one, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Whatever you need, I've got it. Here you go. I've got nothing to hide. I've got all the receipts, documents, text messages, emails to back up everything I've been telling you guys along the way. I have nothing more to say. What is going on right now, the real exploitation is right now all these content creators that are going around making up these scenarios, and nobody is even close, guys, to knowing what the real story is. Not.
Okay, now again, reality check. Raise your hand if you were doing something wrong, right? Or you weren't doing something wrong. But who out there wants to correct anybody who's checking into them that you're going down the wrong path? You know what I mean? Who does that? No matter if you're innocent or guilty, why would you say you're going down the wrong path? No, the truth is, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, none of this makes sense, and it gets even worse, more bizarre.
Even close.
Nobody's even close.
You've got several different scenarios with that misrepresentation. You've gotten people that have gotten text messages that have complete new narratives behind it, and they're trying to twist it to make it look like it's something more than it really is. And then I've seen stuff, guys, that people are just making up completely out of thin air. None of it makes any sense. No. My wife came to me one night, very angry, seeing a woman say that she had known me and my wife her whole life. The reason I wasn't able to come home from West Virginia is because I'm on methadone. And
he's talking so fast. I should almost put this on slow motion so he talks normal. All right. Did you just hear what he said? He's he. This is one of his problems today. Is that Oh my gosh! Look at this. Is exactly what I say. He's using my quotes. None of it makes any sense. That's what I always say about you, Eric. Now he's saying it about other people. That's what I always say. It's like my quote for him. None of this makes any sense. Oh, you're finally seeing it my way. But listen to this. He says, my wife came to me. I can't even read that. My wife came to me one night, very angry. Now, does this make any sense? No, he says none of it makes sense. Well, this doesn't make any sense either. The wife comes from angry. Anyway, listen to what he says again.
None of it makes any sense.
No, it doesn't.
My wife came to me one night, very angry, seeing a woman say that she had known me and my wife her whole life. The reason I wasn't able to come home from West Virginia is because I'm on methadone. And my wife has given me this ultimatum. I can't come home until I'm off of the methadone. I've never taken methadone in my life. None of us know who this person is. And there has been more scenarios like that, guys, than I can even start to tell you. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I did what I did for 3 people out there. And I'm not going to...
3 people. Me, myself, and I. I'm sorry, Eric. Go ahead. What were you saying about
the money? Name, but you know who I'm talking about. And they love me. I think the way they act when I'm around tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, speaking of which, let's check how Timmy acted the last time he saw you. Let's remind ourselves the very last time he saw Eric Carroll. Eric Carroll was standing on him and his family's porch, sitting next to his family, having a peaceful day, wondering what they're having for dinner. And Eric Carroll comes storming in, demanding that everyone call 911 on each other, screaming at them like they're children that didn't do their chores on their own porch after all the hell that he put everybody through. And what's Timmy doing? What's his body language? What's everything? He's holding up a newspaper because he doesn't want to look at him. He's peeking over the top of it. What does that tell you? The way Eric describes it is that when he got there, Timmy came running in slow motion like some type of a movie and hugged him like, hey, Daddy, Daddy. Well, no, that's not what happened. Oh, when he left, he came after him just like a movie and, wait, with a tear in his eye, when are you coming back? Described it completely like a movie, when this is the reality here. This is the last time Timmy saw him. Want nothing to do with him. Didn't even want to look at him. And not only that, but Timmy and Betty here were speaking a secret language, telling each other, we can't wait for this monster to get off our porch, who wants us to call 911 on each other when he missed a court date yesterday and he's flipping it back in our face. Isn't that right, Timmy? You guys are speaking that secret language. This joker just told us we ain't getting no house. And now he's on here screaming at us and telling the whole world that we're monsters when he's put us through a living hell and he's about to have our family ripped in pieces and hauled off on stretchers and ambulances in about, a few days. Yeah, this is the reality.
I did what I did for 3 people out there, and I'm not going to say their name, but you know who I'm talking about. And they love me. I think the way they act when I'm around tells you everything you need to know.
We just showed how they act.
Have a voice. I wanted to be their voice. I know things. I will eventually be able to tell you what's going on. I can't do it right now. But when I can, I promise you, I never would have said anything if I didn't have the proof to back up everything I've been saying to you guys. But again, from day one, I have been a cooperating witness, talking to the state police, talking to adult protection services. Also, the money that's owed to the Whitakers.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get that money over to the authorities since day one. I didn't want that money.
That is hilarious. That is almost as hilarious as everything else you've just said. But the fact is, Eric, you've had not one, not two, but I think 3 paychecks since you've taken over. And you still haven't had a chance to get that money over to them. This is really, just like you said 2 different times, weeks apart, that you had an appointment for the trust lawyer tomorrow. I got 2 different clips on 2 different days, weeks apart. You were going to go tomorrow and put all the money in a trust. A week or 2 later, you said, I'm going to go tomorrow and put the money in a trust. You're always going to do something, but never do. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, Eric. Did I interrupt you? What did you say about the money?
Money over to the authorities since day one.
And they're refusing to take it. No.
It was supposed to go into a trust account.
Oh.
The day that Betty no-showed the meeting with Adult Protection Services is the same day she no-showed the meeting with the attorney, Robert Dunlap, out of Beckley, West Virginia.
Oh, she no-showed.
I had emailed back and forth with him and said, I'm bringing Betty with me so we can get this trust account set up today. With them getting government benefits, they can't have just big sums of money gave to them. It can mess up things. But I'm in contract with Betty and Larry.
You'd know about that.
That's their money. And if they will tell me where to put it, I have an attorney now. The last thing I wanted to do was go hire an attorney. I was in this thing to build a house for this family.
Listen, any honest person, as soon as you got into this big giant mess at the very beginning, you should have had an attorney. I mean, shame on you for not having an attorney when dealing with hundreds of thousands of dollars of everybody else's money. Smartest thing to do right off the bat, the best investment you should have made was that, instead of all these Airbnbs. But anyway, that's just my opinion. But go ahead, Eric. What were you saying about the money?
Go hire an attorney. I was in this thing to build a house for this family, of whom the majority of them I love very much. And that's not happening now.
The majority.
I wasn't getting the truth from anyone.
The majority.
Nothing was transparent. And I would love to tell you, if I knew then what I know now, I never would.
Nothing was transparent. You got that right.
You don't know what I know. I can't say that because I know there's 3 people that are much better off right now than they were before. But
yeah, me, myself, and I, Eric, again. That's who's better off. Well, or you could say you and your 2 buddies there.
It has not been easy for me in that process to make sure that they are taken care of.
I mean, he's a YouTuber trying to fundraise for a house, and he's got adult protection involved. He's filing restraining orders and all that other stuff. But go ahead. What were you saying?
To make sure that they are taken care of.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, who asked him to do all this? Who asked him for these trust funds? Who asked him for these, all this health care and all this other stuff? They know where the office is if they want to go there. They can pick up the phone and call there. They got a landline.
Than they were before, but it has not.
And here we go again.
People that are much better.
There's 3 people who are much better off before, and he keeps saying things alluding to the fact that it was his goal all along to get them somewhere better. And he keeps saying these people are way better off now. In other words, the 3 people are Timmy, Lorraine, and Ray. They're all 3 supposed to be better off than they were before. Eric never knew these people their whole lives. There was only the last 7 days where he said there was abuse. He knew them for 3 months, hovering over them, and all of a sudden at the last week he figured out there's abuse. Nonsense. But they're much better off. Anyway, and some people are going to argue and say they were being abused. Yeah, okay. And you have your opinion. You're right to say that and stuff. But whatever. I'm not
better off
buying it.
right now than they were before. But it has not been easy for me in that process to make sure that they are taken care of. Adult Protection Services told me numerous times that money would be out of my possession before I left West Virginia.
Now, this just really catches my attention. Isn't it strange how adult protection keeps asking them about the money? To me, it's just so bizarre. Unless there's exploitation, you know what I mean? Because I've never heard of, like, say it was child protection, all right? Because adult protection is kind of foreign to people. But just figure it like adult protection. I mean, like child protection. So imagine if your neighbor was saying, "Well, child protection keeps coming over and they keep to ask me about the money I'm getting for the kids." I mean, that's just weird. It's the same thing here. Adult protection, just like child protection, is coming over, constantly asking Eric about the Whitaker's money. I mean, wow.
Than they were before.
Yeah,
but it
much
has
better
not
off.
been easy for me in that process to make sure that they are taken care of.
Again, the victim.
Adult Protection Services told me numerous times that money would be out of my possession before I left West Virginia. That didn't happen. The last I heard from them, and that's been over a couple of weeks ago, they told me they were talking to a judge that would let me know where to put that money. Never happened. I
Poor
offered to
Eric.
give it to the state police and the lead investigator when I was there. They knew it was in my possession. I created a savings account where I took all of the money related to the Whitakers and put it in that account. I haven't taken out my part, reimbursed myself, anything.
Anybody buying that? He's been doing all this, tens of thousands of dollars out of his own pocket. When he came into this picture 2 months ago with less than $100 in his bank account, wondering if his bills are going to be NSF. He was wondering that if his bills were not going to go through or not, and he had less than $100. Remember that? The beginning of all this? So how has he spent tens of thousands of dollars Airbnbs for 40 days or something total? Or no, it was 31 days total, and I think it's even more than that now, because I've been counting. And anyway, tens of thousands of dollars. How is this when you started with $100 in your bank account? How is it 3 months later you have spent tens of thousands of dollars and it's all been out of my pocket? That makes no sense. And you haven't reimbursed yourself? When you showed us this gigantic stack of receipts like the size of a Big Mac you're holding up and saying that this is what you just got. This is 1 week's worth of receipts. I'm thinking, dang, that ain't even that's like a year's worth of most people's receipts that they save to be taxes. I mean, just crazy amount of reimbursement he was getting. And now he's got the nerve to say he's never even been reimbursed. I mean, Eric, are you listening to yourself? You on your own live streams, like more than once, showed everybody the money you got reimbursed. Now you're saying you never got reimbursed, but somehow he started with $100 3 months ago. But anyway, none of it makes sense.
And put it in that account.
And isn't it funny? He's trying to give the money back. He tried to put it in a trust fund, and it wouldn't work. Then he tried to, it was Betty's fault because she missed the appointment. And then, so twice he tried to put it in a trust fund. He tried to get it to the state police. They wouldn't take it. The adult protection people wouldn't take it. Nobody's taking this money. He's begging for somebody to take it. I mean, all right, Eric, whatever helps you sleep till noon. Go ahead.
Right, took all of the money related to the Whitakers and put it in that account. I haven't taken out my part, reimbursed myself, anything. I put it in there, and it's sitting there until my attorney lets me know where they want us to distribute. He's
Sounds
gonna
legit.
be doing the distribution for me. He has sent out letters to Patrick, Betty, and Larry, letting them know I no longer want to be involved in this thing. This is not what I signed up for. And for anybody that thinks I was here for nefarious reasons, guys, have I been making content? I don't want to make content.
You have nothing to make content with. What are you going to make content with? But I'll tell you what you are doing. You're getting hundreds of thousands of views on all your reruns there. And taking in God knows how many tens of thousands of dollars every month just on those reruns alone. You look at the view numbers on those. They're, I mean, one I saw had, I can't remember, but some are over 1 million. Anyway, he's raking in tons of money, but he's acting like since he's been home, the money stopped cold. And no, if anything, he's probably raking in more money. Who knows? But it's like residuals. He's living off the reruns right now. But he's acting like he's noble and it was his choice to stop making content. No, you ain't got nothing to make content with.
Nefarious reasons. Guys,
No. Who would ever think that?
Content? I don't want to make content about this right now. I was there to help someone, wanted them to have a better life.
He just likes helping people.
And this thing has just went completely off rails. If those three were still there and I had the resources and I could build them a home, my heart would 100% be behind it.
If he had the resources. I mean, what world are you in, Eric? You had people willing to shove $1 million at you. If you had the... And why do you keep flashing us the 666 sign? That's kind of weird.
The resources and I could build them a home, my heart would 100% be behind it. That's not what's happening now. And I don't even know what's happening now, but
think about what he just said. If I had the resources, I would have built them a home. Like...
completely off rails. Man. If those three were still there, and I had the resources,
if you hadn't had them removed,
my heart would 100%.
And I had the resources. If they were home and I had the resources, both which were right in front of you, they were home, and you did have the resources since June, and you didn't do it. So I don't know what world he's in right now.
I had the resources and I could build them a home. My heart would 100% be behind it. That's not what's happening now. And I don't even know what's happening now, but I know I don't want to be involved in this.
Unbelievable.
I've been sitting back. Anything that you see online that's been done on the literature, Facebook or anything, it's not me. It's just not. I've sat back, I've been silent, and I've just seen the circus continue. I don't know what's going on unless people tell me about it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. These content creators that are going out there trying to bring this situation up to get views on themselves is disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting.
Horrible.
None of you knew what you were talking about. You're claiming to have information that you don't have. You're trying to go into people's lives and find certain situations to find any type of dirt to justify you getting on the screen so you can take advantage of this situation to get people to look at you. Good job. You're irrelevant. Not really.
Isn't this awesome? Textbook. How he turns it around on you. He can do all this crap for the last 3 months and just like a nuclear bomb went off. And then he stands back and says how horrible you are to mention it. You're the bad one. You're taking advantage. See how he always flips it around.
To justify you getting on the screen so you can take advantage of this situation to get people to look at you. Good job. You're irrelevant. Not really. It's pretty sad that you have to do that. Because listen, there's real life consequences to this. When I was in West Virginia, I'll never forget it. It'll be just like 9/11. I know where I was, what I was doing, who I was with when 9/11 happened. I'll never forget where I was and what I was doing when I got the news that Charlie Kirk had been shot. I'm up in this strange town in West Virginia where I had gone away from my house and my family for weeks. And now I'm being told that Charlie Kirk has been shot and he was killed. Guys, at this point in time, I had to leave an Airbnb that I was at. One, because it was trashed. Yes, I got the video and everything that needs to be shown.
Still haven't seen
on
it.
That, and it will be gave to the appropriate people, and they'll get it whenever it's
Why? Why? He kept remember he promised more than once he was going to show us that video of the Airbnb Patrick allegedly trashed. It's been what, a month or something, still hasn't shown it, and he's gonna give it to the appropriate people, and they'll get it whatever or whenever. They'll get it whenever. Eric, all you have to do is push a button like you always do that says public and then done, and it will be published. So now he's acting like he's got to go through attorneys to post a video. But he did promise that to us a long time ago. We still haven't seen the spittoons filled, the flower vases used for spittoons. I mean, he's very got an imagination. But anyway, go ahead. I'll let him finish up here.
That, and it will be gave to the appropriate people, and they'll get it whenever it's needed.
They'll post it.
People that will gladly speak up about it because they had to clean it, and they're the ones that made me aware of it.
Oh, we're gonna hear from the cleaners that they hired. Okay.
But while I was up there, people found where I was staying at my Airbnb.
No way.
They came and supported me. We're worried. You're uncovering something that's really big. You have no idea what you got yourself involved in. But that freaked me out.
Wait, what? That was a weird ending. Anyway, that was from this channel here, Yarvo Prime. You can check out him and subscribe. Anyway, thank you to the channel. That was a weird ending. It looks like he was on Dad Talk. I went and looked on Dad Talk. I couldn't find it, so I don't know where Yarvo Prime got it. But anyway, thanks for that channel. Yeah, so as you saw, to sum it up, he begged the investigators over and over until they finally investigated him. And then he tried so hard to give the money to so many people, and they won't take it. And that's right. I didn't think of it. And his wife got mad at him because somebody that they supposedly known their whole life told everybody that Eric can't come home until he gets off Suboxone. And what else, Eric? I don't know. And he keeps trying to get the money back, and he doesn't want people to keep making videos about this. And I can't remember what else because it was so bizarre. Anyway, well, thanks for watching. Eric that was him. He came back on October 3rd, 2025 to say his little thing and then probably go away again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.